Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about you setting aside emergency funds as a newcomer. Well, I think I just heard someone say emergency funds. Why? Yes, that's why you need to watch this video to know why. Hello guys, welcome back. So on today's episode I'm gonna be talking about you setting aside emergency funds. Yeah, I know that may sound awkward, but you need it. Yes, so when you get into a new country, you want to set aside emergency funds. So now it depends. If you brought money from your home country, keep aside some funds. If you do not have enough money from your home country, when you start working, set aside funds in case of emergency. So I know that for a lot of people, especially people who come in as students, they are in debt. Yes, I know that. So I am not ignorant. You come in as a student and your parents are not financing you. It's you by yourself, doing all the hustle and everything. You'd definitely have debts in your own country, like a lot of people you loaned from and you want to pay back. But I'm telling you, that is not the first thing to do. Of course, I'm not saying do not pay back your debt, but before you start paying back your debt, set aside an emergency fund. Depending on the country, okay, I'm just going to use the US dollars. You want to keep like a 1,000 US dollars in an account, maybe a savings account that you do not have quick access to. And of course, you don't want to lock it in an investment account that it's going to take time for you to get. So you can lock it in a savings account that you cannot just withdraw anytime. Make it quite accessible, but not too accessible. But just have an emergency fund, because imagine you get into a new country and maybe after a while your boss says, we're not making sales, we don't want you to come, or the company lays you off. I know, God forbid, right? But then things happen. So if any of these things happen, how do you pay your rent? Bearing in mind that here overseas you pay rent monthly. You're gonna go, you won't go tell your landlord, you're not going to tell your landlord that you do not have money to pay rent. No. So this is where you now draw from, because you already saved for emergency purposes. This is the money that you go back to, take from until you're able to maybe get back on your feet. And as soon as you get back on your feet, please, if you took from the emergency fund, replenish it. Save again for the rainy day. So when you already have, just have a target. Maybe you want to save 1,000 US dollars. Once you have hit that target, you can begin to pay off your debt in your home country. Because if the first thing you do is to start paying your debt and you do not have an emergency fund, if anything happens to your job, it means you go back to those people to still loan from them. And imagine that you have not even finished paying somebody, they won't give you more, right? So what I tell my friends who are newcomers, save first. Save like $1,000 first before you start paying your debt. And also, you want to cut off unnecessary spending, such as eating out. Eating out can be pretty expensive, but when you make food yourself, you're cutting cost. Also, there are unnecessary subscriptions that we do. You want to cut all of those things just so that you can save. So one last thing I'm gonna say before the end of this video is, do not rely on credit cards for emergencies. No, because you're just incurring debts, and the more debt you incur, the more interest you're gonna pay. So it's better for you to just save up. But in the event that whatever you save will not be enough for that emergency, then maybe you can use your credit card, but your credit card shouldn't be the first thing you want to run to for emergency. So I hope in this video you have been able to learn that emergency fund is very, very important. We are not praying to have emergencies, but anything can happen. And in the event that, you have that emergency funds, you pay all your debts, you have more money, then the money is still yours, right? But it's safe to have an emergency funds. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video is very short. I just wanted to pass this out there to you, my friends. Share this video, like this video, comment in the section below. Bye. 'Cause I'm beautiful.